All right, listen, guys, I have a hot take on Bow Wow. I will want to give that after this interview. Oh, let me introduce myself. I go by the name of Mr. TALIAFERRO. Thank you for the love and support that you guys have been showing me, holding me down on my platform. Please continue to do so. Watch videos, subscribe, whatever. Thank y'all so much. Truly means the world to me. Anyways, Bow Wow. In the 2000s, Bow Wow had to be probably one of the top 5 biggest rappers at a young age. The dude wasn't even 18 and he was selling out Madison Square Garden. Yeah, I mean, he had pull. He had a lot of pull. He was a childhood star. We know him from hit movies. I mean, hell, the dude was pretty prevalent to a lot of our childhood. Say what you want. Yo, if you're not a fan of Bow Wow's music, I actually am. But if you're not, I'll give you that. But you ain't finna tell me you ain't watched Like Mike. My nigga, you ain't gonna lie to me and say Like Mike wasn't a part of all our childhoods. Anyone around my age group and probably a little older, y'all ain't finna tell me Like Mike, one of the most popping movies to see NBA stars in a movie. You know what I mean? Outside of Space Jam, we ain't never seen anything like that. So I gotta give Bow Wow props there. I mean, he, lottery ticket. BET show that movie every other weekend. Listen, man, point I'm trying to make is Bow Wow, very accomplished person in our culture. Music, movies, everything, at a young age. But he's going through some hard times. Let's go to his Twitter, all right? Bow Wow said, I fucking hate bloggers. I hate interviews. I only respect good journalism and respect the hip-hop cats in the game. I've been knowing who are credible. Again, I'm just going to show you all these tweets and kind of talk over it and summarize everything that Bow Wow is saying. If I go through and read all these tweets, it'll be a long video. Pretty much, Bow Wow is saying, look, these blog sites, they don't have any love for me. You know what I mean? He started tweeting and venting. Honestly, it looked like he was just at that spot where he wanted his fans to love him. You know what I mean? He wanted to feel wanted. He started talking about how only his mom and his sister loves him and there's no love in the industry and bloggers only see the bad in him and his fans ain't holding him down. He's like that tweet right there. He said, I made my first million at 13. I'm not broke, nigga. This ain't got nothing to do with money. Nigga, this is about me not being loved as I once was. And if the love wasn't real then, it ain't real now. You know what I mean? He's saying, look, these dudes ain't really love me. They ain't really rock with me. I was hot back then. I'm not the hottest rapper now, and I can't get hot. I think Bow Wow put some records in the atmosphere, and Bow Wow is used to, imagine being somebody who's been that famous for so long. He's used to putting a record out. It's getting some radio spins. He's about to light up the charts. It's not happening no more, and it hasn't happened like that for Bow Wow in the last 5-7 years. You know what I mean? He just can't heat back up, and I think it's bothering him, and he sounds a bit suicidal in his tweets. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, there's some suicidal shit. The nigga was tweeting for hours, just responding to every fan. If you wanted a tweet from Bow Weezy, you could have got it this morning. That man saying, look, all the headlines about him are being spent. It's spent like he's a bad person, and I think the dude just wanted a little love from his fans. Say what you want. Everybody wants to feel loved by somebody. I don't need followers to tell me how much they love me, though. But again, I'm not in a position to Bow Wow. With that being said, here's what I think happened to Bow Wow, and I think it's happened to a lot of artists. If you look around at some of the artists who have not been able to heat back up all the way, who were popping in the 2000s, here's what I think has happened, right? I don't think sex appeal is appeasing the women like it used to. Not that teen fan base. The new teen fan base, some of these chicks are hardcore now, right? And if these chicks do like R&B, they like it the way they want the R&B dude to now look like the rapper, but still be able to sing. That's why Jacquees is winning right now. You know what I mean? That's the new look. That's women with women. Fetty Waps of the world, when he had the sound, that was a win. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be honest with you. Even guys like Chris Brown ain't figured the formula out 100%. Like Chris Brown's trying to figure it out. Outside of Drake, I feel like most guys in R&B are looking. And unless you're in that pop world like Drake, The Weeknd, when you're in just the R&B world, I've talked to Tank about this. Tank's like, he's trying to figure it out. He's like, I don't want to give up my craft, but it's not winning right now. That formula is not winning. And I know Bow Wow's not a singer, but he made R&B records with R&B stars on it like Omarion, and guys like Bow Wow and Omarion are kind of out of the loop. They're 30. They're like, yo, I'm only 30, 31. I should still have a nice fan base. But their fans have grown up and went on to other things. I think Bow Wow needs some of these artists. They didn't do a great job of keeping that fan base and appeasing them and growing with the music. You know what I mean? So now they're kind of on the outside looking in. And in regards to what Bow Wow said about the media, listen, fake stories do happen. Let's make it clear. Fake stories happen. I'm a member of the media and I got to admit that they happen for sure. And it's not right. You know what I mean? I try my best to give you guys integrity based stories, right? Bow Wow has points, but I think the biggest reason with Bow Wow that he's so upset with the media is that the media catches a lot of these people who got away with lies. And a lot of this inside industry stuff was never supposed to get out like it does now. Like, we're sitting there having a conversation. Tiffany Haddish was the biggest story in news this week, and she's telling how someone bit Beyonce. That story would have never got out 10 years ago, 15 years ago. News is prevalent. News travels quickly. You know what I mean? All these sites. Hip-hop is the culture. Hip-hop is pop culture. These websites, they need hip-hop now for clicks. So I think with that being said, Bow Wow and a lot of these other artists who were keeping secrets and they were living a lie and they weren't as cool as we thought, a lot of these people are missing a human element. And I think Bow Wow might fall into that category. I'm not trying to diss Bow Wow or disrespect him by any means. There's a human element, and people are tired of this shit being colored like a damn Easter egg. Like, yo, I want the real. And people not feeling a lot of the real out of some of these dudes who were winning in the last era. So I think Bow Wow might fit into that category. If he is going through some suicidal shit, we definitely want to send some thoughts and prayers up to him. I mean, I'm not wishing bad on no one. We don't want to see anyone talking about it. He don't want to be anymore. And Bow Wow said, I don't want to be on here. I don't know if I want to be on Earth anymore. I don't want to hear anyone talking about that. But if he's mad because he can't get hot anymore, and if he's mad because he feels as if those fans don't love him like they used to, that's different. There are people really dealing with real suicidal thoughts over real stuff that's happened to them in their life. I think what Bow Wow is, if that's what he's talking about, that's corny as hell. And I don't respect that at all. But if he's really dealing with stuff, prayers to Bow Wow. What y'all think? Bow Wow opened up via his Twitter account to express his thoughts. He had been kind of hitting at it the last week or so that he wasn't happy. He feels like no one loves him. Y'all think this dude just being a bit immature and just needs to grow the hell up and needs to find a way to cook up his music and get back in the mix? Or do you think Bow Wow has a point to any of what he's saying, that the media is out to get him, he's a bad guy, he's a villain? What y'all think? Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. Just giving the perspective from both sides, and I'm gonna let y'all have y'all way with it. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted by any means. What up, Ferros? I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah!